Free fall. When something is dropped, it can be said to be in free fall. Free fall means that the only force that is acting on the object is gravity. That means nothing is touching the object and there is no air resistance. If you throw a ball upward, this is still considered to be free fall. The only force that is acting on the ball is gravity, even though it's moving up initially. The acceleration due to gravity varies based on your location on Earth. Generally, it's considered to be 9.8 meters per second squared. For this class, we will be using 10 meters per second squared. A skydiver falls for 7.8 seconds. What is her velocity at this time? So we know the time, which is 7.8 seconds, and we know the acceleration due to gravity, which is 10 meters per second squared. We are looking for the velocity. So the equation that we're going to use is v final is equal to acceleration times the change in time. V final is equal to 10 meters per second squared times 7.8 seconds. So the final velocity is 78 meters per second. The second part of the question asks, what is the distance that she traveled? So we still have the same time and the same acceleration. T is equal to 7.8 seconds, and acceleration is equal to 10 meters per second squared. This time, the unknown is the distance, or displacement. The equation is d equals 1/2 acceleration times squared. So we can substitute 1/2 times 10 times 7.8 squared and the distance that she traveled was 300 meters. A ball is thrown straight up into the air with an initial velocity of 15 meters per second. How long is the ball in the air? So we know the initial velocity, which was 15 meters per second, and we know the acceleration, which is going to be negative 10 meters per second squared. We're looking for time. The equation that we're going to use is v final is equal to v initial plus a delta t. The final velocity is 0 meters per second. This is when the ball has reached the highest point and right before it starts to come back down again. So now we need to rearrange the equation. V final minus V initial is equal to acceleration times delta t. We're looking for t, so V final minus V initial divided by acceleration equals t. Now we can substitute. 0 minus 15 meters per second divided by 10 meters per second squared equals t. Now, acceleration is a negative 10 meters per second squared in this equation. So t is equal to 1.5 seconds. That's the time that it takes the ball to go to the top. So we need to double that to get the full time that the ball is in the air. So t is equal to 3.0 seconds.